Hello, my name is Melissa and I'm a certified esthetician here at Shop Eco, and today I'm going to do a nice video with you on the correct order to apply your skincare products. So if you come in, or if you've ever come in for a treatment or a lesson with me, you probably in recent visits have received this handy little sheet here. So we do have ways to help make it a lot easier for you with learning the steps for your personalized routine. And it can vary a little bit from person to person depending on the products you used. And we'll mention that as we go along here, just so that you can get an idea of where that will come into play. But we're always here to make your life easier, and I hope this video helps so that way you can get the most out of your products and you can have your best skin health. Most people do a pretty good job in the way that they're using their products, but sometimes there can be a little bit of confusion, especially when you get into the meats and potatoes of it, when you're adding more products in like serums, if you have your deeper cleansing products. So we just want to make sure that you're getting the most out of your products here. So first, we're going to do it just like I have on the sheet. And we're going to just assume that we're starting at nighttime, but of course, if it was daytime, you would omit certain things, okay? So for example, you're gonna start with your makeup removal. So if you're a makeup wearer, this is the time where you're going to remove your makeup. You wanna get your day off of your face. It is ideal to use a product that is specifically designed to remove makeup, because it's gonna make your life a lot easier, especially if you're wearing a lot of heavier eye makeup. So we have a couple of great options. Today I brought over Fit Glow Beauty's Makeup Cleansing Oil. This is one of my personal favorites. It's very easy to work with. It comes in a great size bottle, so this will last you probably most of the year, just because you only need one pump. You're gonna find that it's very emollient and a little goes a very long way. So what I do at home is I just put one pump in my hand of this beautiful, beautiful oil. Smells so good. I get it across both my hands, and then I work it across my face, dry, and work it across my eyes as well. I always like to joke that you're gonna look a little bit like a raccoon because it loosens all that makeup, but then you take a warm, wet washcloth and then you remove all of the makeup and the residue that way. And I definitely advocate for using a washcloth or some sort of sponge. We have all kinds of different options here at the shop, because that way you're not going to leave behind traces of your natural oils, the oils from the remover, any of the makeup. It's really going to get all of that off, and it's going to help to prevent irritation and breakouts when you make sure that you've really properly and fully cleansed your face. Now, if you're not a makeup wearer, or if you simply like to double cleanse, this product that I just showed you is fantastic for doing a double cleanse. So some people just really, really prefer to do that double cleanse step. It's not wrong or right, it's just an option. They just like that, especially if they're naturally oily skin, they want a little bit more of a deeper cleanse. That's also a great option. So you could use that makeup cleansing oil as part of doing a double cleanse. So that is perfectly fine right there. Next up, you would use your facial cleanser. So if this was the morning, you would skip the whole using the makeup remover and you would go into your facial cleanser. So I brought the aloe milk cleanser over from Graydon for today. So you would get your pump out and you would put in your hands and emulsify it. I like to have, when I wash my face, my hands dampened first. My face is already wet when I start at night because I have removed my makeup. In the daytime, I take my warm wet washcloth and I wet my face and neck. Always do your neck. Your neck is an extension of your face. And if you're in your 20s and 30s, future you will thank you for including your neck in all your skincare steps. So make sure that your face and neck is wet. I like to have my hands a little bit dampened, and I put the product pump in the palm of my hand. So one pump, you don't need more than that. Sometimes with foamers, I find that even half a pump is sufficient. So that can save you a couple of bucks there. Get it all emulsified in your hands and work it across your damp face and neck. And don't be too quick about it. You don't have to be too long, but a lot of people are surprised when they come in for a consult. Now, I'm luxuriating when I'm doing those lessons and consults with you, but you do want to give a little bit more rubbing action. Like, you don't want to just slap it on and instantly rinse it off. You want to make sure that you're getting in there and really cleaning. Actually, I'm just going to step away for 10 seconds. We have all kinds of great tools here. Just grabbing one real quick. This one right here from Fit Glow Beauty is gorgeous. But I have all kinds of other cleansing tool options for you. This one's very, very gentle, but if you find that you don't slow down long enough to really properly cleanse your face, then getting a tool like this is going to be really useful to help you get the nooks and crannies and slow you down just long enough to make sure that you're doing a good job. I especially like tools for young people that are just starting to initiate a routine because they tend to not go slow enough as well and miss spots. So getting a facial tool like this will really help to make sure that you're getting all the nooks and crannies of your face and you're slowing down to make sure that you're getting your face really properly clean. And you can use this with any cleanser. So if you use a gel, you could dampen it and you could apply direct. But otherwise, if you have a foamer or a cream cleanser or milk cleanser, you can apply that to your face first and then dampen the brush and take it across. So that's where I would do that there. Next is your deeper cleansing treatment. So if you're doing a deeper cleansing treatment, usually you want to do those at night. Just because when you're taking a dead layer of skin off and you're getting in there deep, you don't want to leave your skin susceptible to the elements of the day. After you've done all that good work, you want to just stay inside. You're going to bed soon. That way your skin is a little more protected. It's not that anything is too aggressive here. It's just you want to protect your skin the best you can. So it's usually more ideal to do deeper cleansing treatments at night. The other thing too is if you're a little bit more sensitive to touch or reactive, then when you do these deeper cleansing products, you don't have to worry about the little bit of redness or pinkiness that can be imparted on your skin after you do that, because you're just at home. It doesn't matter. You don't have to worry about correction and facing your day. So this is where you would want to do your topical scrubs. Now, if you were doing a serum that exfoliates, you're gonna do your routine a little different, and we would make note of that on your skincare sheet here. I would make sure to note that you're gonna skip the exfoliation, the manual exfoliation step, and you're gonna go to your PM serum. So we would definitely take note of that. With physical scrubs, you're generally doing it about 1 to 3 times a week in the PM. This one right here is from Chef. It is their facial scrub. It is quite a nice one. It's using bamboo and lava pumice to exfoliate the face, and I feel like a neck. It's really invigorating. Now, if you want to get real fancy and go European, you do down your chest, and then future you will really, really thank you for that. So you're going to give your face a really good deeper cleanse with your scrub. You're getting dead skin cells off. You're helping to mimic a skin cell renewal cycle, especially as you're maturing. So it's really useful in that regard. It's going to help to keep your pores clean. It's going to help to keep those sebaceous filaments that we all have and that are very visible through here more so, and that people think they have blackheads. It's going to help to keep them a little more maintained, so you won't want to squeeze and damage your skin. Yeah, it's a wonderful product. Finding that surface of the skin so fine lines look a lot softer as well. So when your pores are refined, everything looks really healthy and glowy. So definitely recommend that. So after that is when, again, in the deeper cleansing portion, you would do a facial mask. So depending on you, you might do it, once, twice a week, depending on your needs. Once a week for most people is sufficient. I brought over Consonance DHE mask. So this one right here, really, really beautiful, called Classic. And you would want to grab a facial mask brush. We have these ones around here. They're really, really handy, and you would use this to dispense across the face. So whether you're using from like this one right here, that's a jar mask, or you're using like mine, it was a squeeze tube. You can use, we'll give you a little reusable scoop too here. If we don't have one, you can just ask. We will give them to you complimentary to make sure that you can keep your product sanitary. Scoop or squeeze out about, I would say, 1/4 to a loonie sized piece. Put it on the back of your hand. Use your brush to dispense across your face and neck. You're not going to go over your lips. You're not going to go into your eye area. Okay, so you would apply that to your face. Depending on mask instructions, depending on your skin type, you're going to leave it on from anywhere from 7 minutes to 25 minutes. So if you're really sensitive, 7 to 10, 12 minutes. And if you're dry, and then if you have more oily skin, you can go longer. And I have masks for dry skin too that have clay in it. So again, we would really tailor that to you and your needs specifically, and let you know special instructions, and we could even note it on your sheet for you to go home, making it easier for you to follow along each steps. So once you're done your deeper cleansing treatments, you're going to get into your toner. So toners are going to be really great to calm and soothe the skin, impart great skincare ingredients. They help to reset pH, because even water is a little bit different. They're going to help the products to penetrate a lot better. And when you use your toner, you're going to want to leave it dewy. You don't want to rub it in. You don't want to let it dry before you put your next step on. You leave it dewy, and it actually will help you to penetrate your serums and moisturizers a lot better, and you get better glide. It's a trick from inside salon and spa. It gives you better glide so you can use less of your expensive products. You can actually use a toner to set your makeup. You can use it to refresh your face. You can spray right over top, and as long as you don't touch, it doesn't affect your makeup. I love toners. They just feel so good. Especially in the dead of winter when you're really dry and your skin needs a drink, or at this time of year, happen to be filming where it's warmer and there's a lot of humidity, it's gonna make you feel a lot fresher and cleaner. So love a toner, can't go wrong. So when you spray a toner, what I do at home is I press down as I quickly make an X shape, so that way you get each angle of your face, or you can do a C shape on each side. So whatever you feel more comfortable with, but that way you get all the angles of the face. You usually only need to do about 2 sprays when you use it, so you're going to get a long run out of your toner. Now we're getting into serums. So you'll notice on the paper, if you get one and you go home with it, or if you need one, you can just ask, we'll gladly add one to your order bag, that there's an AM and a PM section. Now some of you don't have an AM and PM serum, that's okay. Some of you might just have one, and that's all your skin needs or wanted, or if you're working on a particular goal, that's what we wanted to do for you. But if you are using an AM serum and a PM serum, that's where we would note that for you. So usually what we're seeing for an AM and a PM serum is somebody's on the healthy age support track. So we're doing a vitamin C serum in the daytime. So for example, you're going to see a Vita Active serum at the 20% vitamin C. So this is going to protect against free radical damage and oxidative stress. It's going to help with hyperpigmentation and just bring a general healthy glow to the skin. Plus there's other ingredients in there that bring like hydration and whatnot. So you could use 1 pump. Again, 1 pump, you don't need more than that. So what I do at home is I put 1 pump into my hand. You could go like this, pat, and then rub in, or sometimes I do one of these, pre-distribute, and then rub in over that dewy toner, remember. And then at nighttime, you could do, for example, a retinol serum. So I brought over a Ficlo's Vita Youth oil. Same thing, I would put, because this comes in a dropper bottle, I would put about 3 drops into the palm of my hand. Depending on your face shape and size, you may need 2 if you have a more petite face. You may need 3, 4 if you have a little bit larger face. There's nothing wrong with that. You just titrate up or down depending on your face and neck shape and what your skin needs. So that's where you would put your PM serum. Now, one neat little trick with this is, and again, we will note this for you, is if it's daytime and you have more combination to oily skin type and you find that your serum imparts enough moisture, you could actually skip your moisturizer after you apply your serum and go straight into your sunscreen if your sunscreen is one of our ones that have a bit of a moisturizer base built into it. So that's where you can play around with that, and again, we would note that for you. But generally speaking, after you apply your serums, whether it's AM or PM, you're going to get into your moisturizer to seal it in. And that's even if you're using an oil serum. So some of you folks aren't using one of our treatment serums that are doing, for example, vitamin C or just hyaluronic acid. You're using an oil serum because you just really love oils. So maybe you have Moon Boost serum. This one has all vitamins under the kitchen sink in it. Quite lovely, but it's definitely a different base than a lot of our serums. Or maybe you're using the consonant vitamin E and oat serum. There's a different one from Ficlo Beauty, a collagen oil, and it's more just straight oil with the actives in it, more so than that lightweight watery feel of the serum. So you can actually put, or maybe you're even using rosehip oil. Keep it even simpler. You're just using rosehip oil. You can put that on first, and then you can cover with your moisturizer. Some people will mix some of those plain, more simpler oils, like rosehip or argan. Not that they're plain, they're just simpler. With their moisturizer, you can do that, but you can definitely put the oil on first and then seal it in with the moisturizer. If you want to put your oil after your moisturizer, that's up to you, but I find it does work a little better to put your oil first and seal it in with your moisturizer. Plus the texture for most people, they prefer the feel of everything after the moisturizer goes on top, whereas if you put the oil after the moisturizer, it tends to sit heavier and higher on the skin. So that's where I would say to put any of our more simplified oil serums into your routine, okay? But yeah, you can reach for your moisturizer next. So I brought over Cocoon's Rosy Cheeks for today. I find, again, one pump will do you. If you're having trouble moving some of your moisturizers around, you can try spritzing your face again with some toner, just a little bit, or you could put a little spritz in the palm of your hand with your pump of moisturizer. We have a couple moisturizers here that are a little bit of not a drier texture, but just a different texture, like Redness Rescue Cream, for example. It's very, very lightweight. It's a wonderful corrector. We have some people with rosacea that use it, some people with acne that use it. It's just a great product all the way around, but it is a lighter weight one. And a lot of people will use it before makeup. Love that product, but some of you struggle to move it across the face. So what I do, my trick of the trade, is put a pump of toner with it. Love it that way. Let me show you. I move it across my face pretty well, but I'm more of a combination oily. That could be part of it. But what I would do at home is put my pump in my hand. You're getting all the tricks today. And then a spritz of my toner. And then I just smooth it that way. So that's a great little trick if you have a thicker or a drier texture moisturizer. There's all kinds of them out there that you might just want to get a little more slip with, especially if you're going to use a tool like a gua sha or a roller and you want a little more glide. You could do something like that, and that will help to give you a little bit more glide. But every product has its purpose and its texture for a reason. If you ever have a question, let us know and I can tell you all the details about it. So you would want to dive into your moisturizer, and then you can use your eye cream. Now, some people will use their eye cream before their moisturizer. That's where I say it's a little tomato. I just happen to do my eye cream after. Use your ring finger. They're the least exercised. I do about, let's see if I can get, there we go, a pea-size amount. And then I just divide it up amongst the two, and I massage. I like to go up to my brow bone, not onto the actual eyelid, onto the brow bone. That way it helps keep everything lifted and high, and you know, you're getting, as you're going around into the lines that happen here, so you're giving a little extra treatment there. Some people even take their eye cream, and this is great, but again, before your moisturizer, if it's got like a lot of targeting firming ingredients, and they'll put a little extra through here where we get those marionette lines. So you can do a little bit of an extra treatment for yourself. Totally welcome to do that. Little tricks of the trade there. And then following that, in the daytime, you could reach for your SPF next. Again, remember that little trick. If you want to, and there's a moisturizing base in your sunscreen, you can skip your moisturizer if you have that oily combo skin. But I find that I do for my face at home when I'm using SPF and a pump, I do 2 pumps for my face and my neck and getting a little into my chest. I feel like that's the sufficient amount to really get in there and protect your skin. You want to make sure you're taking the time to rub that in. It's so important to rub your SPF in really well. If there's one product that you slow down for, make it your SPF. It's really, really, really important. And don't forget your ears. A lot of people forget their ears. They're right there. They're connected to your head. Do your ears and get the back of your neck as well. You want to make sure you're getting those spots because you can get sunburn there. A lot of people forget that. So do those areas. It's important. And then you can get into your lip care. So definitely recommend treating your lips. We have a couple of different deeper lip care products. So you could do the Fit Glow Night Lip Serum. That's a great spot to put it, is when you're kind of finishing everything off. You did your whole face, don't ignore your lips. And some of you like to do a lip scrub. Highly advocate for that a couple times a week. You don't need to do more than 3 times a week. The lips are very, very sensitive. Be gentle. Once a week for most people is plenty. The skin is a lot thinner than the rest of your face. You don't need to go to town. I have some really delicious ones from Epic Blend. So you could even do it alongside when you're doing your face scrub earlier in your routine. So it'll be a great reminder. You've already got your scrubby products out. Do your face scrub. Use your warm wet washcloth to remove. Do your lips. Try not to lick too much. It's really good. And remove with your washcloth. So that's a great spot to do that. Once you've got all your great product on your face. So the sunscreen obviously is just an AM thing. Nighttime, you're done. But at night, once you get all of your hydrating products on, that's where you can get into tools. So for example, if you have the gua sha stone, if you have a roller, Now that you've got your great products on is when you can start to use your tools. They're going to give you more glide. The fact that you've already used your good products and got your moisturizers, serums, and oils on, so your products, your tools are going to glide across the face better, and it's not going to tug. So it's going to penetrate your products better. You're not going to get the gliding and tugging. So that's the ideal time when you want to use your tools. And of course, if there's anything miscellaneous that we talk about that's specific to you or specialized, maybe you're not a morning face washer, maybe we're going to splash with water and go into your toner, then we will discuss that and we can specialize. But in general, you're going to want to make sure that you're doing these steps here. So at night, remove your makeup. Daytime, you're going to cleanse, and at night, exfoliate at night. Except if you're using an exfoliating serum, you would hold off and you would go down to here with your toner and your exfoliating serum, and I'll show you some examples of those. You're going to do a mask maybe once, twice a week. You can do it on the same night as the night you exfoliate, or if you're more sensitive, you can separate it. So you could maybe do your exfoliating with a topical scrub Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and you could do your mask on a Sunday. Then you're going to use your toner after your deeper cleansers. In the morning, your morning serum, and at night, your PM serum, followed by a moisturizer to lock it all in, an eye cream, your SPF in the daytime, lip care always, always, any tools after you've got your good moisturizers on, and then anything else special specific to you that we've talked about, we can include on this sheet. Now, as mentioned, some of you won't be using a manual scrub. Some of you will be using an exfoliator that is using different ingredients. So for example, glycolic acid, lactic acid, malic acid, there's tartaric acid, there is mandelic acid. So there's all kinds of different wonderful ingredients that can turn your skin cells over, working from the inside out. So you would skip your manual scrub. You can still do a mask once in a while. You probably would take a break from using your serum-based exfoliant that night, just so that you don't overwork the skin. You can spray your face with the toner as in the order of operation, just to make it easier so you get a little more glide. I grabbed the maximum glycolic from Consonant here. It's a 10% glycolic. So you would get your pump out, spread it across the face. You want to avoid the eye and lip area. Rub it in. That's it. You don't wash them off because they're going to work from the inside out while you're sleeping to do the hard work for you. You're going to seal them in with your moisturizers. So that's where you would do that step there. And of course, we would walk you through that and give you all the ins and outs. So that is how you would use your skincare products from start to finish. That is the order of operation. If you have any questions, always feel free to reach out and I can help to customize your routine for you. I do all kinds of different off-label things with people that really has made a big difference for their skin. But in general, this is what's going to work for people 9 times out of 10. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you learned a little something. If you want your chance to win a $25 Topical gift certificate, what you can do though is leave your comments and questions in the comment section below this video. So what you do is leave us an idea for a video. It can be on anything, whether it's skincare, beauty, wellness, anything around the shop you'd like us to talk on. Let us know, and if we choose your video idea for an upcoming video, then you're going to get a $25 Shop Eco gift certificate from us. This is open to Canadian residents, excluding those that are in Quebec. All right, well, I look forward to talking with you again at some point soon. Enjoy, and we will reconvene another day. Bye.